Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is part 2 of the mouzHasu versus mTwDIMAGA game. Sorry about that blip at the end of part 1. I'm not sure what happened, something to do with my drivers, and I can't bother to update them because I'm pretty lazy. So yeah, let's get right back into this game. I need to turn it down, and there we go. So as you can see, mouzHasu is just going to be moving out, trying to secure this watchtower, and I'm not so sure what you can do at this point, considering the fact that mTwDIMAGA does have these bases up and running, and is getting his fourth as well. We do see now mTwDIMAGA is going to be moving out with quite a few roaches and hydras. If we go to the production tab, we can see that weapons for flyer level 1 is on the way for mTwDIMAGA, as well as just a few queens spotting around. But mTwDIMAGA has this nice style of getting a lot of queens in his main to be able to defend from a lot of like airplay, and up here we see a void ray being taken out by these mutalisks. This void ray is just doing a little bit of damage up in here, but not too much at all. Hasu now securing that expansion, and this overlord doing very nice job of spotting what's going on over there. Always a great place for a Zerg player to put that. Oh, those mutalisks do get a little bit caught off guard there, flying across the stalkers, not always a good thing. And a Colossi out now for Hasu, as well as ranged and armor level 1 going up for Hasu as well. So Hasu building 2 pylons here. I'm sure that's a bit excessive, to be honest with you, but it's his choice, you know. And also researching Blink, as well as getting a few more stalkers. And this base now is just being a bit harassed by these mutalisks. Not going to be doing too much damage though, since mutalisks don't do that much damage to buildings at all. And mTwDIMAGA seems quite content at this point, expanding yet again, going for his 5th base. mTwDIMAGA is just a absolute, he can be a macro beast when he wants to be, and now getting weapons level 2 for his flyers as well. I imagine he's going to get some corruptors out at some point, maybe to counteract these colossi. Oh, it's actually a cannon, sorry. I thought it was another pylon. I was thinking, what on earth's going on? And now only just getting his metabolic boost for his zerglings, and now picking off a few of these hydras. Ooh, almost killing 2 more, as well as that initial one that he did kill there. So a nice little exchange there for Hasu. Not too big, not too major, but still trying to grab as much as he can. And a lot of stalkers now coming in from the back of Hasu's base that he was using to defend himself from those mutalisks, and they're going to be trying to move up into this base to try and take it out. I think that if Hasu can make something of this push, then it's very likely that mTwDIMAGA has overextended himself. Although that being said, he does have quite a nice force over here, ground units, and this force of air units having a blink there, getting quite a few, well, just 1 kill there, but still all worth it, since you can keep an eye on that mutalisk count. You don't want to get that mutalisk count to get critical, otherwise you're going to be in a very bad spot. And oh no, that was really bad for Mouse there. He actually killed one of his own colossi. That was terrible. And a few Phoenix now coming out for Hasu, and I'm sure he's pretty annoyed at the fact that he killed his own Colossi there. Blinking again, trying to take out some of those mutalisks, getting a few pot shots off, but nothing too serious. And again, more Phoenix coming out for Hasu at this point. These 2 Stargates have been created and are producing quite nicely. Although that being said, I'm not so sure that he's going to be able to catch up with the air superiority of mTwDIMAGA at this point. You need a lot of Phoenix in order to be able to catch up. I know that Phoenix do have the range advantage and can move whilst attacking, but still. Oh, nice blink there. Going to be taking out quite a few of these mutalisks. In fact, a lot of those mutalisks going down very fast. He really needs to be chasing those with those Phoenix, as they can keep up. But then again, he needs to be shy away once he does reach these hydralisks. So now Hasu has a very menacing force right here. mTwDIMAGA really needs to come in with this force, and it seems like he paused the game, so he left the game and lagged. But now a nice force field there blocking off that in order to be able to try and take this expansion. He really needs to keep a sentry there in order to be able to block it off once again, but it seems like mTwDIMAGA is going to actually be going for a bit of a counter-attack here whilst this expansion is going down. This expansion is going to fall, and does indeed fall, but as you can see, mTwDIMAGA is going to be trying to secure this watchtower, taking out these pylons and these cannons, as well as retreating with these mutalisks. They did get a few pot shots off him once again, and forcing himself into a bit of a choke there. He did force field that. He could have run over that with his colossi in order to be able to get those out quicker, but not too much of a problem. That poor cannon now is unpowered and is hiding in the ground for dear life. Another pylon is going to be put there in order to be able to power those units, that cannon even. And nice blink there in order to take out a few Hydras that were picked up by these Phoenix, but he didn't need to actually throwing up a Guardian Shield in order to get as much damage as he possibly can do. And it seems like he probably could engage here at this point. He's got a nice ball of units here, and Dimaga's really on a back foot right now. So even though he does have the base advantage, actually now he doesn't really have the base advantage considering the gold is up for Hasu. So it's 4 bases against 3, but one of those bases is a gold, so they're very, very level pegging here. Although that being said, I'd say mouzHasu at this point has the army advantage. And then again, oh my god, it's all then agains. Dimaga does have the advantage of being Zerg in the fact that he can just replenish with all these lava so very fast in comparison to Hasu. We do see now Templar Archives as well as Zealot Legs being researched. And a few Corruptors coming out for Dimaga as well as another Nexus going up on this island here. Nice use of this Warp Prism. I always advocate using Warp Prisms, although they never get used quite enough. And it seems like now Hasu is going to be moving in here to finish this off. He doesn't realise there's a few Hydras in the back here. He could pick those off quite easily, but decides not to as he hasn't seen them yet. And it seems like there was a bit of harassment going on here with these Phoenix, trying to take out as many of these mutants as possible, but not doing too great a job. It's good that they do have the range advantage, so you can just kind of bounce around with them. But yeah, indeed. So weapons level 3 going up for the Protoss now on ground, and Psionic Storm being researched. A few Roaches coming out, as well as Carapace level 2 and range weapons level 1 for ground units. All these Colossi are going to do great damage to these Colossi, and now a great force field's going down on these units here, making sure that they can't get in range of these units. Really needs to take out as many of these structures as possible, but has a lot of anti-air at this point with these Phoenix and Stalkers. And it seems like Dimaga's going to have to GG right here. This is a menacing force, and it's going to be able to replenish, and Dimaga does indeed GG. So thank you very much for watching this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Sorry about the technical glitches in the middle of it, and also I must apologise for not bringing out a few videos in the recent days because Battle.net's been down, and then the day before I felt like crap and all this other crap. So I must... Oh, I forgot. Thank you very much to Debats, who debates maybe... No, yes, it was Debates that he told me to pronounce it, as he did donate, so thank you very much. So if you haven't already subscribed and are an avid viewer of my videos, please subscribe. And if you really like what you see, please donate in order to be able to try and get me a US account so I can play with you guys over there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.